Hello Matthew and Laura, and then anybody else watching. I'm just putting this short video on to show you what I'm knitting at the present. I'm actually knitting two shawls. The first one is the Lerwick lace shawl, and this is a reproduction shawl from approximately 1900s. The actual pattern's by Sharon Miller. I'm not advertising for her, but I find her patterns really good, and she does some excellent patterns which include not only the pattern itself, if I can show you, sorry, if I can zoom in, using charts. She also does quite a lot of history on the actual shawls, which is always very interesting. Now the only trouble is, if I show you the knitting I'm doing of this, it won't look like much at the moment, simply because of course the shawl itself will need dressing. So it's not really going to look like much at all. Once it's dressed though, it really does start to shine. And this wool I'm using for this particular Lerwick shawl is on the cone, and this is Shetland Supreme. It's a 2-ply lace. It's not too bad for price. It's about £45 for a 450 gram cone, which is a lot cheaper than buying it by balls, because if you buy the small balls you'll be paying 200 or 300 quid for the same amount of wool. So a very good tip is always buy cones, and the bigger the better. The shawl is being knitted on circular needles, as you can see. I'm about row 35, row 36 in the border at the moment. So that one's coming on quite slowly, but it's getting there. Great fun. Now I'll show you the other one. 1 second. And this is the other shawl that I'm knitting at present. I'm doing a slightly different colourway. Again, it's another pattern by Sharon Miller, and this one's the Genevieve shawl, and it's quite a nice shawl, and the wool is really lovely. The wool comes from France, and it's quite an expensive wool. A hank of wool, which is approximately 20 grams, one hank costs about 8 quid. That makes it £400 a kilo, which is very expensive for wool. But this wool is really good quality. It's a pure lambswool, and it's hand dyed with natural dyes. Unless you actually knit at this level, you'll not quite know what I'm on about, but it's a real pleasure to knit. It's about the same weight as the Shetland Supreme 2-ply, but it's knitted on a slightly finer needle. The first thing you've got to do, of course, with the hanks is to turn a hank into a ball, which takes about 15 minutes. Some of you might remember sitting with your granny with your hands out and wool wrapped around your hands, and then having your granny actually wind balls. I used to do that with my mum. It's how we learnt to count when we were much younger. But this one's knitting up quite well. I'm just getting taffled up, which is always the way. I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit. Wrong way. Now this pattern, is my camera going to do it, is a small birch leaf. It's a combination somewhere between a candle flame and a horseshoe. I'm probably not going to be able to show you very clearly. You can see it's try going a little bit closer. Not doing so well, am I? We've got a point at the top and a stem with a row of holes. Oops, sorry about that. Went the wrong way. So I've just started that centre. The centre on this Genevieve's knitted as a diamond, and then when it's dressed up, when it's finished, it comes out as a square. The only modification I'm going to be doing to this particular shawl is in the border. The original border is a picot cast off, and what I'm going to do is do a natural lace edging. I've yet to find a lace edging that suits, but I will find one. Again, these patterns are charted patterns, Oops, turn the way around. But this is the point about the charts. If you actually look at the chart itself, you can actually see what you're knitting. There's the row of holes where the stem is, and there's the point at the top. It's a lot easier to work from charts, and before you say it, no, it's not cheating. I find it a lot easier. It's a slightly clearer picture of the actual shawl. Again, the shawl on this picture is undressed. Once it's actually dressed, it comes out a lot finer, a lot lacier. So that's what I'm working on at the moment, these two. And I will get there eventually. I just need a bit of time because, as you probably already realised, I'm also building a fairground organ, and I'm building a doll's house, and I'm doing other things as well. But at least you can see what I'm up to at the moment. Once I get one of these shawls finished, I'll post another video and try to get a better close-up of it for you. And with that, I'll say goodbye. Bye bye.